Hey y'all, I'm Kimberley Woodhouse. I'm super excited to be back with you to do Wednesday excerpts with Tony Shiloh. I love Tony and I love that she is doing this. It's so very cool. This time, instead of a historical, are you ready for this? I have a new suspense thriller that released April 4th. Yay! It's called 26 Below. It is #1 in my Alaskan Cyber Hunters series. Now, for those of you who may not know, I used to live in Alaska, and Alaska is very, very special to me. So that's why I have so many books out of my 35 plus books that are set in Alaska. And it's really important for me to bring real Alaska to you as an Alaskan, somebody who had lived there. And it's a fascinating place, fascinating place. But anyway, this is a thriller, 26 Below. It's #1 in the series, and I'm going to read from the prologue, but to give you a little bit of an idea about this book, on the back cover copy, it says, "A curse, a killer, a chill in the air, temps are dropping, and time is running out." So, and my dear friend, Colleen Coble, who is amazing, she wrote a beautiful endorsement, and it says, "A thrill ride as current as today's front page news." So, it has to do with cybersecurity, obviously has to do with the cold, has to do with Alaska. So here's the prologue. 75 degrees above zero, August 12th, 7 p.m., Fairbanks, Alaska. The warmth of the summer wouldn't last. After all, this was Alaska. Termination dust was sure to fly soon. That first dusting of snow on the mountaintops was almost always by the end of August. And when the heat faded and the snow flew, then everything would be in motion for devastation, destruction, the end of the power of the government. And he couldn't wait. They would be that much closer to the culmination of all his efforts, years of investment, but it would be worth it. His plan was brilliant. His boss respected him now, brought him into the inner circle. They were a team, and their future plans were much bigger than just this one strike. But this would show those responsible that they were serious. He paced a trail of flower petals, back and forth. The couple getting married across the field was focused on love and happiness, when they should be focused on the plan, his plan. But he could let them have their day. They were useful, for now. Genius, really, how he'd gotten all the different members on board. What they didn't know wouldn't hurt them, at least not at this moment. To think that his family thought he was crazy, needed help, wanted him on controlling medications. Wait until they heard. No one would call him that anymore. They'd see how powerful he'd become, how he'd overcome the illness, banishing it by the sheer force of his will. It was time for people to listen to what he had to say. Only one way to get a point across: take away what people thought they needed to survive. Men and women alike crumbled at their own mortality. The time was coming. They'd do whatever he said for the simple chance to stay alive. There you have it, an excerpt from the prologue of 26 Below, just released April 4th. Very excited to share it with you. Thank you, Tony. Love you.